Hello Year 10, I hope you are well and staying safe. This week you'll be looking at Great Expectations by Charles Dickens and you'll be focusing on Chapter 1. Before you start this week's work, please can you have a look at the Strand 1 feedback that your teacher has provided. You should be able to find this on Show My Homework. This week you have a booklet set on Great Expectations. In the booklet there are 5 activities and some extra activities if you would so wish to do them. There is also a quiz available to you on Show My Homework that you do after you've completed all the activities in the booklet. The work will be due on the 12th of June. I'm now going to talk you through each of the activities you need to complete this week. Activity 1 is about Charles Dickens' life and the context of Victorian England. The first part of this activity is to watch the 2 videos at the top of the page. One is made by the BBC and is a brief summary of Charles Dickens' life, and the other is a podcast made by the creator of Horrible Histories. You then need to read the information in the booklet, which is about life in Victorian England. As you read, it might be useful to highlight or make notes of key information. This will then help you answer the 10 questions when you have read the information. Activity 2 is to read the opening of Great Expectations. This activity involves reading 2 paragraphs that are the opening of the novel. Once you have read these first 2 paragraphs, you then have 6 things that you need to find and annotate at the bottom of the page. If you've got the work printed out, you can highlight and label things on the page. You can do this on a Word document if you ask your teacher for a copy of it, or you can just make notes on lined paper. Activity 3 is very similar to Activity 2. You again are presented with more of the opening of Great Expectations, this time where Pip encounters the convict Magwitch. Again, read through the extract that you are given and then answer the 6 questions at the bottom of the page. Activity 4 looks in more depth at the characters of Pip and Magwitch and your first impressions of them. You are given some quotes by Pip and Magwitch, and I'd like you to fill in the boxes with your first impressions of them. You could include language features that you notice, any sentence types that Dickens uses, or any particular words and phrases. Activity 5 is more of a creative task. For this activity, what I'd like you to do is to think about you as a director of a film adaptation of Great Expectations. Fill in the boxes or make notes of where you would like your film to be set, who you would cast as Pip and why, and who you would cast as Magwitch and why. We expect this work to take you no more than 2 hours. If the tasks are taking you too long, move on to the next one, or let's save it and come back to it later. However, if you do manage to finish all the work and you still have time to spare, I've included some extra optional activities that you can use your extra time for. You can find these links at the end of the booklet. The final task we'd like you to complete by Friday the 12th of June is a Great Expectations knowledge quiz. This can be found on Show My Homework and will test your knowledge from the booklet. If you have any problems with any of the work this week, please contact your teacher via email or on Show My Homework. Hopefully this PowerPoint has helped you to understand what it is you need to do for each activity this week. Best wishes and stay safe, Miss Norton.